Hi, good morning, or is it good afternoon or good evening? Wherever you are, to the ladies, to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls. This is your host, this is your guy, this is DLG Reppin, myself, but repping all you beautiful lovers of football. Sorry in advance that I couldn't produce another video yesterday evening. I felt a bit tired, but at least I've been honest with you. But however, I'm back again, and to my overall viewers, which is 5,706 of you, thank you for viewing. Now, calling out to the 5,706 of you, I would like you to comment on any football context that I talk about, any topic that you want to talk about. Let's have a discussion. And massively, it means a lot to me if you can smash the thumbs up like button and less of the down one. And it would mean a lot to me, if you can subscribe to my channel. It will mean everything. Smash the subscribe button for me. Heavily, left, right and centre. Galore. Passionately, hard. I want to see that subscribe button smashed. I've had 42 subscribers for a little while now, and it's time for number 43. Even if it is number 43 for today, I'll be happy to shout out your names. I'm going to shout out my guy Imran. I'm going to shout out my guy Zan the Sportsman. I'm going to shout out my friend Andrew C. He knows who he is. I'm going to shout out Don Artist if you subscribe. I'm going to shout out Mrs. Brown, I think. Darren Arnold. And if I've forgotten a few, I'm shouting you all out, Subscribers. If I find out who subscribes to my channel, you get shouted out. Once again, thank you for tuning in and thank you for watching. And I appreciate the love and the support and the respect. So, before I go, I'm going to go into some footballing context. And this is transfer rumour about Arsenal reportedly closing in on the signing of Willian. I'm going to give you my personal opinion on that. Tottenham and England left back Danny Rose believes that racism will never go away. But I'm going to start off with Chelsea's Pedro and his successful surgery on his shoulder. Right, Chelsea's Pedro has shoulder surgery, which is highlighted as a title. So we know what happened yesterday on Saturday with the clash with the Arsenal goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez, and he came out second best, and all the way down second best, basically. So reading now, Chelsea forward Pedro has undergone successful surgery after dislocating his shoulder during his side's FA Cup loss to Arsenal. Pedro, who is 33 years of age, who came on as a second-half substitute, collided with Gunners goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez in the closing stages of the match at Wembley. The Spain forward is leaving the Blues after 5 years and is reportedly set to join Serie A side Roma. The surgery went well. I will be back soon, Pedro said, or wrote on his Instagram account. And it's good to hear that he's gone through a successful surgery on his shoulder. He was in heaps of pain. And there was 7 minutes of stoppage time. But we couldn't get through the stoppage time, so he had to play. The referee had to add stoppage time onto stoppage time, and it went past the mark. It went past added time onto added time, and the referee blew. It was such a shame that Pedro got injured. It left Chelsea down to 9 men, and the referee had no other alternative but to blow the full-time whistle. But I hope and wish Pedro well with his shoulder injury, and I wish him well with his new challenge at Roma, where he's going to be there for 2 years, which is what he signed on the contract and what he agreed on. For me, he is a fabulous player. He was part of the Barcelona team that dismantled Man United at Wembley in the Champions League final. and he scored the first goal of that game in a 3-1 win. Yes, I remember it, like Rooney equalising, and then Messi and David Villa did their bit, and I think it was Messi that scored the winning goal, the killer goal. Yes, that's what I remember, because Pedro played in that game, and then he signed for Chelsea for 5 years, and I think he's been all right when Chelsea have called upon him. You know, he has been all right. So I'm pleased with. I'm pleased to say that he's recovering nicely in his shoulder injury, with his shoulder injury, should I say? And a speedy recovery to you, Pedro Rodriguez. Right, moving on. Danny Rose has spoken about racism again, and his title was "I Just Give Up Hope." Rose on racism. England and Tottenham defender Danny Rose believes he has been racially targeted by the police who stopped his car when driving. The 30-year-old said that he is regularly pulled over and questioned. Each time is this the car stolen? Where did you get this car from? What are you doing here? Can you prove that you bought this car? He told the Second Captain's podcast. This has been happening since I was 18. You see? Police there, you see? Racism never seems to go away, no matter what it is. You know? So for every black man or woman that drives an expensive car, they've always have to be stopped by the police, whether it's in the capital, wherever they are in England. 9 times out of 10, they always seem to be stopped by the police. And, you know, no offense, I'm just telling it frank from a statistic point of view. I mean, if you feel that I'm being a bit over political on this, then let's have a discussion on my channel, yeah? Leave it in the comment section below and I will have a read and a discussion with you, yeah? He has said that he was questioned about the car. Was it involved in the robbery? Where did you get the car, etc., etc.? Just leave the guy alone. He was just minding his own. If he's just minding his own business, then leave the guy alone. That's my message to the bigotry within the police force. And the commissioner of the police force needs to have a hard look at the police officers within that force. This is all I'm going to say on this matter. And Danny Rose has a point. Racism ain't going to go away, and that's discrimination. All kinds of discrimination will never go away, no matter what education is thrown at the schools and the pressure the education throw at the school. It's not going to go away. And that's just such a shame. But it is the world that we're living in, and we get used to it. So, my last football context, but not least, is the transfer rumour of Willian, who's been unsettled. He wants a 3-year deal with Chelsea, but he seems set to leave Chelsea. And a possibility is realistic now that he would sign for Arsenal for 3 more years. Now, I said that I'll give you my personal opinion on it, and I don't think he is the signing that I want to see at Arsenal. He's 31. It's just another Chelsea via reject. Great player. He is a great Premier League player and a great player for Chelsea, but he's not the signing I would want. Yes, if we are looking for a winger, we got to look for someone who's going to give us 13 years. Well, I'll say 13 years. I wish. Well, it could be close to 13 years. He's got to be early 20s, a young guy, like the Gelson or Jolson, whatever his name is, from Sporting Lisbon. If we can sign someone like him, he can at least give not just Arsenal, but the Premier League nearly close to 10 years of great service, great footballing ability, goals, assists, you know. Don't get me wrong, Willian will come with experience. He'll come with some pace, and set pieces, he's a specialist, especially free kicks on 25 to 20 yards out. He is a specialist. And he would provide another quality problem to our squad. He's someone that we need. I don't think he is the solution. Arsenal fans, if you can hear me, and I know you can hear me, and I know you'll be watching, if you feel that Willian is someone that we need in our squad, then leave it in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you. I mean, he's capped many a times for Brazil. And here we go. As it says in the gossip column here, Chelsea winger Willian has turned down a 2-year deal with the club and has held talks over a free transfer. This is a free transfer, by the way. A free transfer to Arsenal, who are willing to offer the Brazil international 3-year contract he wants. Well, if that's the case, then I suppose it wouldn't surprise me if Arsenal get him. It didn't surprise me Arsenal signed David Luiz on the last day of the transfer window. But however, playing David Luiz in the back three is not a bad idea. He did pretty well against Euro in that cup final, and the rest is history. I can't even speak right now, history. The rest is history. Manchester United edge closer to the 20-year-old Borussia Dortmund and England winger Jadon Sancho on at least a 5-year deal. Well, I don't think they're going to pay 108 million in this crisis called the pandemic situation, because it's going to have to be paid in installment, and they can put other money to the side. But that's Man United. Yes, tonight's game is Brentford v Fulham, and I'm going for Brentford. I want them to be in the Premier League. It'll be nice to see a new, fresh face in the Premier League. Don't get me wrong, we've seen Leeds in the Premier League in the past, and they're back. We've seen West Brom up and down in the Premier League, but they're back again. As what Troops would say, back again. Big up yourself, Troops, yeah? For over 150,000 subscribers. Big up yourself. Big up your damn self. Big up your missus. And big up your children, yeah? Right, that's my big up done. Brentford play Fulham on Tuesday for the chance to return to the English top flight for the first time in 73 years. Okay. Back in the old first division, that was, but not in the English Premier League. And earn about 160 million in the process. The West London rivals, separated by just 4 miles, meet in the Championship playoff final at Wembley. Fulham could seal an immediate return to the Premier League. Victory in the match, often dubbed the richest game in football, excuse me, would be worth 135 million to Fulham and about 160 million to Brentford over the next 3 years. Wow. It's the richest game in world football, this playoff final, and the losers get nothing, and the winners, they get all the glory and the prizes that goes with it, and the champagne too. So it's a big game, big game, and I'm going for Fulham. I'm going for Brentford. I want them to win, and I want to see them in the English Premier League and the new stadium to come with it as well. So it is it would be fitting for Brentford to win this game tonight, for the simple fact that they've got a good, decent team that would compete in the Premier League. But it would, if maybes, they're just words, if seeing Brentford in the Premier League, that will be the reality. And for me, if Brentford stick to a game plan where it would work, then they have every chance of getting one over Fulham. And that's their aim tonight, just to get one over Fulham, no matter the scoreline. I don't think they care about the scoreline as long as they can get one over their West London rivals, who them and Fulham are both separated by 4 miles. Interesting. So that concludes my football context. I'm going to wrap it up here and say yet again to the lady, to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for tuning in. And once again, thank you very much for putting up with me. I'll be back this afternoon with another football context, and enjoy your day and live life because it's too short, and live life to the fullest. So, peace and bless and love again. This is your host, your guy himself, DLG Reppin. Let me blow. Laters.